Emily, have you ever noticed how people use the weather to start a conversation almost anywhere in the world? It's like the go-to icebreaker.
Oh, absolutely. And honestly, I think it works because everyone experiences weather every single day. It's something we all share, and there are endless ways to describe it. Plus, it's never too personal, so it feels safe.
That's so true. It's like if you don't know what to say, just mention the rain or the sunshine and suddenly you're chatting.
Exactly. I mean, even if you're shy, you can just say, "It's a bit chilly today," and people almost always respond. Honestly, sometimes I think people care more about the chat than the actual weather.
So let's jump into some really useful weather words. If you're starting out, these are the ones you'll use almost every week. Ready to help me with some examples?
Definitely. So we've got sunny, rainy, cloudy, snowy, and windy. Super simple, but you can mix them too. Like it's sunny and windy or it's cloudy and cold makes your English sound way more natural.
And the cool thing is, you don't need fancy grammar. Just say, it's rainy, or it's snowy outside, and you're good. Sometimes I hear people overthink it, but these simple sentences are what natives use every day.
Honestly, half the time, native speakers just point outside and say, "Yikes, it's windy!" Or, "It's gorgeous today." So don't stress about sounding perfect. Simple really works for weather talk.
You know what I get asked a lot? How to actually start a conversation about the weather. I mean, what's the best question to use?
It really depends where you are, but the classics always work. Like, "How's the weather today?" Or, "What's the weather like?" They sound super friendly. If you want to keep it easy, you can just say, "Is it raining?" If you're on the phone or texting.
That reminds me, I once texted a friend, "Is it hot out?" before heading to a picnic. Sometimes you just want to know before you leave the house.
Exactly. And when you answer, you don't have to write a whole paragraph. Just, "It's sunny and warm," or "It's pretty cold today." Most of the time, short and sweet is all you need.
But if you want to level up a bit, there are some fun phrases natives throw around. Like, have you heard someone say, "It's boiling when it's really hot"?
Oh, for sure. And when it's freezing, people say, "It's icy out." Or even just, "I'm freezing." It always makes conversations sound less stiff and more real, right?
Definitely. Sometimes I even exaggerate just for fun, like, "It's scorching, I'm melting over here." It makes people laugh. And honestly, it feels more relaxed than just saying, "It's hot."
I love that. And if you're with friends, these are perfect. But if you're at work, maybe stick to, "It's a bit chilly," or "It's quite warm today." Keeps things professional but friendly.
Let's try a quick role play, like a real conversation you'd have at work or with a neighbor. Ready?
Let's do it. You go first.
Good morning. Beautiful day, isn't it?
Oh, it really is. I almost left my jacket at home because it's so warm. Yesterday was totally different. I got caught in the rain without my umbrella.
That's the worst. I always forget to check the weather app until I'm already halfway down the street.
Same here. I've learned my lesson after getting soaked a few times. Now I double check before leaving.
Speaking of checking the weather, it really changes depending on the season. What's your favorite time of year, Emily?
Spring, hands down. I love when it's warm, but you still get those light rains sometimes. In summer, though, it gets so hot I just want to hide indoors.
For me, autumn is the best. Cool, a little windy, but not freezing. I actually like when it's sweater weather.
Totally get that. And winter, of course, is all about snow, or at least hoping for some. It's amazing how much weather changes what we do each month.
Can we talk pronunciation for a second? I've heard so many people mix up weather and weather. They sound similar, but mean completely different things.
They really do. Weather is all about rain, sun, snow, but weather is for choices like, "I don't know whether to bring an umbrella." My tip, focus on the way sound for weather, almost like you're saying wet.
Great tip. And honestly, just practicing out loud helps. What's the weather like? If you say it a few times, your mouth gets used to it and you'll avoid those little mix-ups. You know, I've lost count of how often I leave home thinking it's sunny and then bam, rain out of nowhere. It really taught me to never trust clear skies for long.
That happened to me just yesterday. I stepped out with no umbrella, and by the time I reached the bus stop, it was pouring. But as soon as I got to work, blue sky. The weather just loves to surprise us.
Seriously, it's like the weather has its own mood swings. That's why so many people check it every single morning before planning anything. All right, before we sign off, let's do a quick review. Emily, want to quiz our listeners?
Sure. First question. What's the weather like when there is snow? Take a second to answer. It's snowy. Next, what do you say when it's really, really hot?
Ooh, I know this one. It's boiling, or it's scorching. Last one, what's your favorite kind of weather? Everyone, think about it and say your answer out loud.
And here's your challenge. Tell us in the comments what's the weather like today in your city. We're excited to read your answers.
Thanks for joining us today. Keep practicing, and you'll be chatting about the weather like a natural in no time.